Hello and welcome to Vacations by Tiffany. I'm your go-to travel agent specializing in cruises, Disney, and more. In this episode, I'm going to the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. First up, I like to grab one of these passport books. They're full of great information like the menus, merchandise, all of the events you'll find during the 4-month-long festival, and it even has little boxes that you can check off what you've tried. Then I stop at a merchandise location to get a gift card. These are so handy. They go around your wrist and you can reload them as often as you want. This event is included in the price of your Epcot ticket. You just need to make a park reservation. I usually start in Mexico, but I want to go in the order that's in the booklet, so we'll start near Canada at the first kiosk, Earth Eats. Here you'll find the Impossible Burger Slider and a meatball dish. Next to that is Shimmering Sips, where you can get a mimosa flight. If you don't want to use a single-use plastic fork each time you get a dish, you can get the reusable fork. You can't miss Australia. It's always a fan favorite. The Epcot International Food and Wine Festival began in the 90s and has had returning booths ever since, with Australia being one of them. Next is Canada, where you can get their famous cheddar cheese soup. You can't go wrong with anything from Ireland. There's over 30 booths this year with food from around the world. A couple of the booths don't open until August, so we'll be back to try those and others, so stay tuned for part 2. Next up, we're in France. Here we're trying the braised short ribs in Cabernet with mashed potatoes on top. It was very delicious. As you walk around the festival, you'll notice this cheese logo next to some of the menu items. This is Emile's Fromage Montage. When you get any of the 5 dishes from the list, and make sure you remember to get the stamps, you'll get a surprise treat at the end. Stay tuned for part 2 where we'll give that a try. Another good reason to hold on to the passport book if you're visiting multiple times. This year, the 2022 festival is going July 14th through November 19th. Also in the passport is a fold-out guide to help you find that perfect food for you. Next is Brazil. This is another favorite that's been around since the beginning. Here's Belgium, where you can get fresh-made waffles with chocolate or berries on top. One of my personal favorites. Head inside the Morocco Pavilion to try some dishes like grilled kebabs and a cider flight. As you continue around, you'll find Greece, also one of the original booths, featuring spanakopita and some Greek wines. You'll find lots of entertainment while you stroll and sip and eat your way around the World Showcase. There's lots of places to relax in the shade or even some air conditioning. In Japan, you'll find one of my favorites on the menu, the teriyaki chicken bao. There's so much to try. I highly recommend visiting Epcot at least twice if you're really into the Food and Wine Festival. Each evening in the America Gardens Theater, you'll find a different musical artist performing. This is also included in your Epcot Park ticket, and you can find the list of visiting performers online or in posters around the park. There's lots of returning favorites, as well as some new bands this year. Now we're at the Hops and Barley Market near the American Adventure Pavilion. There's also a pina colada funnel cake this year that I think I'll try on another visit. But for today, we're going to get a beer flight. Personally, I love getting flights. They're the perfect size for sharing, and you get to try lots of different types of drinks. The strawberry lime beer was one of my favorites. If you're visiting in the summer, it's nice to head inside for some air conditioning and to check out the displays that they have year after year. You'll also be able to check out the amazing, talented, and fantastic a cappella group, Voices of Liberty. Come in close to really get the best acoustics and be prepared to be wowed. After that nice break, we head back out, and Italy is next. It's my favorite country. You can't go wrong with anything on the menu. Here we are with the Spain menu. We got the shrimp and chorizo paella, which was very delicious and flavorful. I definitely recommend it. You'll also find lots of tables or benches near Germany to relax and enjoy your food. Speaking of Germany, the bratwurst here is one of my favorites. Listen for the yodeling to find the Alps booth. If you're into shopping, well, Disney has you covered with lots of great food and wine merchandise in 2022. You'll find lots of shirts, corksicle insulated wine glasses. There's special mini ears this year. Here are some coasters that stack together. And of course, there's a Spirit jersey that you can add to your collection. There's also lots of Princess Tiana merchandise, and if you're here early in the festival, you can get some Flower and Garden Orange Bird merchandise. If you're a big Figment fan like me, then get ready for tons of great new Figment stuff. There's plates, magic bands, ornaments, Tervis tumbler cups, t-shirts, and an apron, just to name a few of the things. There's even some awesome unique souvenirs you'll find around the World Showcase. Back to the food. Next in the passport, you'll find the Refreshment Outpost. Here's Kenya, one of the newer kiosks. There's so many good things to try this year. Up next is India, where I tried the Mango Lucy, where you can get it with or without alcohol. On this day, it was about 93 degrees, but with the heat index, it felt like it was over 100. This drink was very cool and refreshing on a hot day. Now we're in China. One of my faves is the chicken dumplings. Another nice place to take a break inside is the Reflections of China attraction, where you can sit and relax. Or head into the theater to watch the 360 film, or you can even do some shopping. Then on to Mexico, where you can enjoy the sounds of the mariachi and have a delicious margarita or any of the other good things on their menu. Next is the Swanky Saucy Swine, which is hard to say if you've had a margarita or two. Now we head over to the Odyssey building to see what's Brew Wing. That's right, beer and wings. You can even try a peanut butter and jelly sauce. Follow your nose to the grill and the flavors from Fire Booth. Here we got the banh mi bao with skirt steak and pickled vegetables. There's a few other booths in this area, like the new Fry Basket. There's also Coastal Eats and Mackin' Eats, but they're not open until August, so be sure to subscribe for more coming later. We headed over to Spaceship Earth to cool down for a little bit and get out of the rain, and then we found a good spot to watch the new Beauty and the Beast version of Beacons of Magic, complete with some lightning to add a little extra to the effect. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel so you could see part 2 of the Food and Wine Festival, and visit vacationsbytiffany.com to start planning your trip to Walt Disney World. See you next time.